So the problem is, write a Java program to read two integers a and b, compute a by b and print when b is not 0. Raise an exception when b is equal to 0. So in this program, we are dealing with exception handling. Basically, we are getting two inputs a and b, and we have to divide a by b. And if b equals to 0, then we have to handle the exception using try and catch clause. So we are declaring two integers a and b, which are going to be our input, and a float result res, in which we will be storing a divided by b. So if the code within the curly brackets throws any type of exception, then the program will directly go to the catch clause and continue from there itself. In this program, we are going to get arithmetic exception. If the input b is 0, then we will be getting arithmetic exception. So now we made the scanner class and took the inputs, storing it in a and b. So now we will print a by b if b is not equals to 0, and if b is equals to 0, then the catch clause will handle that and it will throw an exception, arithmetic exception, which we are going to print. So now we are done with our first program. Let's check the output. So as it is given. So now the next program, write a Java program that implements a multi-thread application that has 3 threads. First thread generates a random integer for every 1 second. Second thread computes a square, and third thread will print the value of the cube at that number. In this program, we are using the concept of multi-threading. So what is multi-threading? Multi-threading is like a lightweight process within a process. So in this program, basically we are extending the thread class to implement thread to our program. The first thread class generates 10 random numbers and calls the other two thread classes, which computes the square and cube of the generated number and prints the output. So first we will make the main thread class. We will also use try catch over here because it may give us some exception. So for generating random numbers, we will create an object of random, and we will create 10 random numbers. Now with these random numbers, we have declared these random integer variable globally, so we don't need to pass this to any of the further threads. So making the second thread, which will compute this thread, my thread 2 will compute the square of every random number generated. So this is so we will just print the square of the random number generated. This myThread.start will call the thread2 function. Now we will write the thread3. This is also extend the thread class. Similarly, we will print the cube of that number. and then now we will call our main this thread. Now we will call it in our main function. So we are done now. Let's run the program. Just I forgot to update the while loop, so this is coming. Now it's generating 10 random numbers. We will give the bound of the random generator to 100, so it will generate up 99 numbers. One more thing I want to do is I will put the thread to sleep. For just 1 second. So for that thread.sleep, and we will give the millisecond. So now it will. So now we can check for the output. So here is the output. As we can see, the random number generator is generating one random number every second. So this was the end of our program 3a, which was implementation of thread. So thank you.